If you have ever felt pressured to give up on your entrepreneurial dreams and choose a safer path, you're definitely gonna wanna listen to this story. So cozy up, get yourself a cup of tea and maybe a little sweet treat, and let's meet Michelle.
Still can't make macarons? Or you can make them, but they're crap?
Michelle and I first crossed paths on Instagram in January of 2020, but her love of baking started way back in the day.
I had strict parents, weren't allowed to watch TV, so I spent most of my childhood baking and like coming up with different recipes. We weren't really allowed to have a lot of sugar. If I wanted candy or something, I had to make candy. I still have the pot that's just black on the bottom from me making candy when I was a kid.
From experimental beginnings, Michelle just kept going, and eventually she discovered macarons and how much she loved making them. So she started making them at home, and then people started asking when she was posting on Instagram, how can we buy these from you? So that little home bakery eventually turned into her very own storefront.
3, 2, 1, cut!
But even despite all of the success that she had and everything she had built, Michelle couldn't quite escape the pressure to grow up and settle down.
I don't think a month goes by that someone doesn't ask me when I'm getting married and I'm gonna just settle down. And I mean, that sounds wonderful, but just not yet. I'm from a small town in Ohio, so it's like, you know, get married, do that thing. And I just didn't feel ready, and I wanted to do this, and I wanted to do it on my own. That's such a big thing for me, to just do this and do it on my own, to kind of prove to myself, I guess, that I can do it on my own.
Michelle was on a mission. She wanted to take her business from just local to global.
I just wanted to do something that lasted a little longer than the 10 seconds it takes to eat a cookie. I spend so long on the macarons and they're gone. 2 bites. I can only reach so many people with the store.
That's when Michelle and I started working together in my Authority Accelerator program, so I could help her create an online course that would help other people start at-home bakeries and also allow Michelle to step out of the day-to-day of running her own bakery. So the very first thing I asked Michelle to do, and I ask everyone to do, is to write a 90-day letter, which is basically a letter written by your future self to your current self.
Wrote this on May 26, 2020. Dear Michelle, congrats on finishing the Authority Accelerator program and putting together such an amazing course that's helping so many people. You've grown your business to $10,000 a month, and you've also hired someone to help run things so you can focus on doing what you love. You're able to travel, and every day is fun and creative. Love, Michelle.
So with her vision in mind, Michelle got to work, but she didn't achieve exactly what she wanted to within 90 days. It happened a lot sooner than that.
As soon as I started selling the course, it took like a month to get to 10K. It's like, I did not expect that. It was just like a number then.
Not only was Michelle able to check off her income goal, but she was able to impact so many people to follow in her footsteps and turn their hobby into something that can actually create financial independence for them.
It is scary to kind of start your home bakery business if you're not used to doing any sort of business things. So it's so cool to see people that were, when I talked to them on the phone, they were like scared, and now they're getting reviews and selling out. And one lady told me, she's like, there's someone in my parking lot messaging me saying, do you have any more macarons? And I just love hearing that.
And with the success of Michelle's course, she was able to finally hire a replacement baker so she could stop working at her bakery. And when she did, she was making more dough than ever before, going from $0 to $26,000 in revenue in her online course sales in less than 90 days, and going from 0, never made a video in her entire life, to 6,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel since January. Something that was just a dream in a letter a few months prior.
I would have imagined $10,000 a month without working really, really, really hard. Like, that had happened in the bakery, but it was like I was working from 10 in the morning until 10 o'clock the next day. I would have to pull all-nighters to get those numbers. And I was like, I'm going to burn out.
Working less and impacting more people, Michelle has grown so much as an entrepreneur. But that little girl who grew up making candy has totally proven that success is absolutely sweeter when it's on your own terms.
I've heard the word cute so many times in front of my cute little macaron shop. little macaron shop. Like, the amount of times I hear that, and every time I'm just like, okay, we'll see.
We'll see. And you're like, I'll just laugh my way to the bank. It's fine. So, what do you want to do when you grow up? If you want to turn your experience into an empire like Michelle did, click the link below this video to learn more about the Authority Accelerator program and how I can help you. And be sure to watch this video next on how Jeffrey was able to quit his job with the money he made from just 700 subscribers. I'll see you in the next one.